Hi, I'm Florence. I've spent the last 15 years building a life that keeps drama at arm's length, which is why family gatherings always give me a knot in my stomach. Mom, do you think Grandma will like my hair? I've been growing it out forever. Lily twirled in front of the mirror, her chestnut hair cascading down her back. She'll love it, sweetie. You look beautiful. I smiled, helping her with the butterfly clip she'd picked out specially. Remember, we're just staying until dinner, okay? Because of Aunt Diana? Lily asked, too perceptive for a 10-year-old. I nodded, trying to keep my expression neutral. Your aunt and I just need space sometimes. Mark poked his head into the bedroom. Ladies, we should get going. Your mom texted me twice already. Heaven forbid we're 5 minutes late to one of Eleanor's parties, I muttered, grabbing my purse. The drive to my parents' house was filled with Lily's excited chatter about showing her cousin her new dance moves. I tried focusing on her joy instead of the dread building inside me. Florence, finally! Eleanor swept us into hugs as we arrived. Richard, they're here! My father emerged from his den, giving us quick hugs. Mark, come see the new grill. Where's Diana? I asked, scanning the room. Oh, she's around somewhere with the kids. Eleanor waved dismissively. Jen and her family just arrived too. I relaxed slightly seeing my cousin. Jen, thank God you're here. Wouldn't miss the drama. She winked. How long before Diana makes someone cry? Give it an hour. The afternoon progressed surprisingly smoothly. Lily played with her cousins while the adults mingled. I actually started to relax, chatting with Jen on the patio. Florence, Mark, come see what the kids did. Eleanor called from inside. The laughter in her voice should have been my warning. I walked inside to see several adults gathered, looking toward the hallway. Diana stood in the center, smirking. Where's Lily? I asked, scanning the room. Bathroom, I think. Mark pointed down the hall. That's when I heard the sobbing. Mother's intuition sent me running. I found Lily huddled on the bathroom floor, her hands covering her head. When she looked up, I gasped in horror. Her beautiful hair, her pride and joy, was gone, chopped off unevenly with patches completely shaved down to the scalp. Who did this? I whispered, already knowing. Aunt Diana said it would be funny, Lily sobbed. She held me down while Tommy cut it. I carried my daughter back to the living room, where everyone fell silent at the sight of her butchered hair. What the hell is wrong with you? I directed at Diana, who leaned against the wall, still smirking. It's just a joke, Florence. God, you're so uptight. Hair grows back. You held down my daughter against her will? She was being dramatic. The kids were just playing salon. Mark stepped forward, face red with anger. This isn't okay, Diana. Everyone needs to calm down, Eleanor interrupted. I'm sure Diana didn't mean, don't. My voice cut through the room. Don't you dare defend this. This ends now, Diana. I swear to God, you will regret this. Diana rolled her eyes. Whatever. Not my fault your kid can't take a joke. I looked at my sobbing daughter, then back at my sister's smug face. This isn't over. Not by a long shot. I wrapped Lily in my jacket and rushed her to the car, ignoring Eleanor's pleas to stay. Mark followed us, his jaw clenched tight. We need to get out of here before I do something I'll regret, I said, my hands shaking as I started the engine. In the rearview mirror, I could see Lily touching her patchy scalp, tears streaming down her face. Baby, we're going to fix this. I promise. My voice cracked. Mark, call that children's salon on Maple. See if they can fit us in for an emergency appointment. At home, Lily finally fell asleep after hours of crying. I sat at the kitchen table, my phone blowing up with family messages. Richard says we're overreacting, Mark said, showing me his phone. And Eleanor wants us to come back tomorrow to talk things through as a family. Not happening. I scrolled through my own messages. Wait, Jen sent me something. My blood ran cold. Diana had posted photos of Lily's shaved head on Instagram with the caption, My niece's new summer look. Someone couldn't handle a harmless prank. #drama queen #lighten up. I'm going to kill her. I showed Mark the screen. Save it. Screenshot everything. He pulled out his laptop. We need to document all of this. My phone rang. It was Jen. Flo, are you okay? That was insane, even for Diana. We're managing. Lily's devastated. Listen, this isn't the first time Diana's done something like this. Remember my wedding? How my dress mysteriously got red wine all over it? I found out later from Tommy that Diana told him to accidentally bump into the server. I grabbed a notepad. Tell me everything you remember. For the next hour, Jen detailed incidents spanning years. Diana sabotaging job interviews, spreading rumors, destroying property, all disguised as jokes or accidents. Why didn't anyone say anything? Eleanor always smooths things over. And Diana's smart. She makes sure there's just enough doubt that she can claim we're all being sensitive. After we hung up, I created a spreadsheet, meticulously documenting dates, witnesses, and patterns. Mark watched me with concern. Flo, what are you planning? Justice. I didn't look up. Can you check if Lily's still asleep? When he left, I texted everyone I could think of who might have experienced Diana's pranks. The responses flooded in. Mark returned, sitting across from me. I support you, but I'm worried about the fallout. This could tear your family apart. Diana did that when she attacked our daughter. I showed him my phone. Look at this. Diana got Jeremy fired by sending fake, inappropriate emails from his work account. She convinced Melissa's boyfriend she was cheating. This isn't just being mean, it's systematic destruction. Have you considered legal options? Already booked a consultation for Monday. My phone chimed with another message. Eleanor. Your sister is very upset. She says you're turning everyone against her. This needs to stop, Florence. Family comes first. I typed back, yes, it does. My daughter comes first. The next morning, I took Lily to the salon where they gave her a stylish pixie cut. She managed a small smile when the stylist finished. You look beautiful, brave girl, I whispered, fighting back tears. Will my hair grow back, Mom? Yes, sweetheart. And while it does, we're going to make sure Aunt Diana learns that actions have consequences. Monday morning, I met with a lawyer who specialized in harassment cases. I spread my evidence across her desk. So your sister shaved your daughter's head without consent, then posted it online to humiliate her? That's just the latest incident. I've documented 23 separate events over 15 years. She flipped through my file, eyebrows rising. This is unusually thorough. Most clients don't bring spreadsheets with witness statements. I'm a marketing executive. Data is my thing. Well, you have grounds for harassment, cyberbullying, and emotional distress. But family court cases get messy. I left with legal options, but knew I needed more. That afternoon, Lily and I had a serious talk about boundaries. No one has the right to touch you without permission, I explained as we sat on her bed. Not even family. But Grandma Eleanor says family jokes are just how we show love. That's not love, honey. That's control. Later, Mark called from work. Your mom phoned me. She's organizing a family dinner this weekend to clear the air. Perfect timing. Tell her we'll be there. You sure that's wise? Trust me. After hanging up, I checked my email and froze. A former colleague had forwarded me a reference request. Diana was applying for marketing director at Westfield Industries, one of the most prestigious firms in our field. Character references required. I read aloud, a plan forming. I spent the next 3 days contacting every person who'd experienced Diana's cruelty. Jen connected me with 5 more victims, including Diana's former roommate. She put laxatives in my coffee before my job interview, the woman confirmed. I thought I had food poisoning until her boyfriend told me the truth. I recorded video testimonials, collected screenshots, and organized everything into a presentation. On Thursday, I visited my parents' house when I knew Diana wouldn't be there. Florence, I'm glad you came, Eleanor said, ushering me in. We need to put this nonsense behind us. That's why I'm here. I want to understand Diana better. Has she always been like this? Richard looked uncomfortable. Your sister has a strong personality. Strong enough to sabotage my college application? Strong enough to tell my first boyfriend I was cheating? Strong enough to assault my daughter? Assault is a harsh word, Eleanor protested. What would you call forcibly restraining a child to cut their hair against their will? Silence filled the room. I have a question, I continued calmly. Did either of you know that when Lily was 7, Diana told her I was planning to divorce Mark and abandon her? Lily had nightmares for months. Richard's face paled. She wouldn't. I showed them the text messages Lily had saved. By the time I left, both my parents looked shaken. The final piece fell into place when Mark texted me that Diana had asked him to be a reference for her job application. What should I say? He asked. Ready, warriors? Mark asked as we pulled into my parents' driveway. I checked my phone. All the victims were on standby, ready to join our video call at precisely 7:30 p.m. Let's end this. The tension was palpable as we entered my parents' dining room. Diana sat at the table, shooting me a smug look while Eleanor fussed over the food. Richard and Mark exchanged awkward small talk while Lily stayed close to my side, her pixie cut adorned with a headband. Well, isn't this cozy? Diana remarked. Lily, that haircut actually suits you. See? My little prank did you a favor. Lily gripped my hand tighter but stayed quiet as we'd practiced. Before we eat, I'd like to say something. I placed my tablet on the table. I've been reflecting on our family dynamics. Here we go with the dramatics. Diana rolled her eyes. Actually, I brought some visuals. I connected my tablet to the TV. Did everyone see the social media post Diana made about Lily? I displayed the screenshots. Eleanor gasped at the cruel captions. That was private family humor, Diana protested. Like this was private. I played a recording of Diana telling Lily her father and I were planning to abandon her. Or this? Another video showed Diana bragging to friends about sabotaging Jen's wedding dress. You've been spying on me? Diana stood up, face flushing. No, just compiling evidence. I checked my watch. And in 3 minutes, I'm connecting with 12 other people who've experienced your jokes. Florence, this isn't the way to handle family matters, Eleanor began. You're right. The proper way would have been to stop this behavior 20 years ago. I turned to Diana. By the way, I spoke with Robert Jenkins at Westfield Industries yesterday. Diana's face went white. You didn't. He was very interested in my documentation, particularly the part where you drugged your roommate before her job interview. The doorbell rang. Jen walked in with 3 cousins. Sorry we're late, Jen announced. Traffic was terrible. Did we miss the part where Diana finally gets what's coming to her? Just getting to it. I pressed a button on my phone and the TV screen filled with faces, former friends, colleagues, and victims of Diana's cruelty. For the next 30 minutes, Diana sat frozen as person after person recounted their experiences. Richard removed his glasses, wiping them repeatedly. Eleanor kept shaking her head, tears streaming down her face. This isn't fair, Diana finally sputtered. You're all exaggerating. The restraining order my lawyer filed this morning isn't an exaggeration, I replied calmly. Neither is the civil suit for emotional distress. Mark stood up. We're not asking for money. We're asking for accountability and distance. Mom, Dad, I turned to my parents. You have a choice. You can continue enabling Diana, or you can acknowledge the damage she's done and support healing. Richard finally spoke. Diana, I've defended you for years, but this is indefensible. We need help, Eleanor whispered. Professional help. Don't bother, Diana spat, grabbing her purse. You're all dead to me. She stormed out, slamming the door. 2 months later, Lily's hair was growing back, and we'd established clear boundaries. Diana had lost her job opportunity, most of her friends, and faced a court date for the restraining order violation. Do you think Grandma and Grandpa will ever talk to Aunt Diana again? Lily asked as we planted flowers in our garden. Maybe someday, but not until she truly changes. And will we? I looked at my daughter, touching the short curls framing her face. No, sweetheart. Some bridges stay burned, and that's okay. So, here's my question for you. Is it ever truly justified to completely cut a toxic family member out of your life with no possibility of forgiveness? Or should family always get second chances no matter what they've done? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever had to set firm boundaries with family members who crossed the line? What was your breaking point? If you enjoyed this revenge story, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more stories like this one. Your support helps our channel grow, and I'd love to hear which character you related to most in this story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.